Are you worried whether your business or startup will succeed or fail? As 90% of startups and 70% of SMEs fail within first 2-3 years. Hi, welcome to the new video of businessalligators.com, and in today's video I will tell you why startups fail so that you can avoid those mistakes and can increase the chances of your business success. Now let's dive deeper into the video. So the first point is no market gap. So what is market gap? Market gap is the difference between demand and supply. According to a research by CB Insights, it has been found that 42% of startups fail just because of one reason, and that is no market need, which means entrepreneurs are producing or manufacturing the services or the products which are not needed into the market. For example, let's say you are planning to manufacture sleepers, and there are, let's say, 1000 customers into your targeted area, and each person is buying sleepers 2 times in a year. So how many sleepers will be needed in a year? It will be 1000 multiplied by 2, that is a total number of 2000 sleepers will be needed in 1 year. And let's say there are 10 companies into that particular area, and every company is, let's say, producing 200 sleepers every year. So 10 multiplied by 200 equal to 2000. So the market gap here will be demand minus supply. So here both the things are 2000 minus 2000 equal to 0, means there is no market gap. So if you will start a business into the same kind of sleepers, then there's a great probability that you will fail because there is no market gap. But yeah, if the demand is of the demand is of, let's say, 3000 sleepers, and companies are only producing 3000 sleepers, then there is a great chance that you should start that business and you can easily succeed into the market. And positively, and if and there can be one more case here is that companies are producing 3000 sleepers, and total customers and total demand is of, let's say, 2000. So here the supply is more by 1000 sleepers. So in this case, existing companies will also struggle, and maybe within few year, or maybe in next few months, one of those few companies may fail. So you, whenever you start your business, then make sure that you are checking the market gap. If you are not checking the market gap, and if you are entering into the market where is no market gap for your product, then there's a great probability that you are going to fail. Now the next point is wrong timing. So this is also a very great factor of a startup's failure. What do I mean by this is it means you are starting a particular startup which is not likable for that particular generation. For example, let's say what would have happened to the Facebook if Mark Zuckerberg or somebody else have started Facebook during 1980s, when there was no internet, or it was in the very initial states. Then 100% it is 100% sure that Facebook wouldn't have done so much great which it has done in current year. And you can even see that before Facebook there were many social media, and they even tried to like conquer the market, but maybe that time was not good, and maybe they ripen the market for Facebook, and that is the great factor for Facebook, that other startups which came before the Facebook, they just ripen the market, and Facebook just came at the right time and cut off the right crop. Okay, so you always need to understand whether the technology which you are developing, or the product that you are developing is belongs to the current market. Now the third point is too much focus on fundraising. I've seen many startups, or many startups approach to me through email, or they comment on my website, that sir, we are developing this particular product, and we are into the idea phase, and we are looking for fundraising. So could you please help us, or could you please connect us with the right investors? And many of the times these people are not having a prototype also. So I will say on this part that never focus too much on the fundraising part, because you are not starting your business for fundraising. You are starting your startup to solve a particular problem. So focus on solving that problem rather than fundraising, because if you are good at your part in solving that problem, then investor will automatically come to you, and they will fund you. And if they are not coming to you automatically, then at least you are having some money which you are making from your customers, that can help you in like bootstrapping your business. Or you can some say show some transactions or tractions to investors if you are focusing more on problem solving rather than fundraising. So I will suggest that try to make some tractions, or like try to make a prototype before going for the fundraising. It is the best part if you will do this. Now the next part is wrong mix of branding and marketing. So let's take an example that you are manufacturing shoe, okay, and there are two cases. One is you are manufacturing a shoe for, let's say, $5 to $10, and the second case is you are producing shoe for like let's say uh, $200 to $300, between $200 to $300. So I've seen many of the people that they do the wrong mix. So if you are producing a shoe of like $5 to $10, then you should not focus more on the branding part, because there is no big company in this range which has conquered the market all over the world, which is producing inexpensive shoes. Okay, so what you have to do is, in this case, if you are producing inexpensive shoes, so what you have to do is you have to focus more on lead generation through your marketing or advertisement, and you need to focus more on conversion part, that the lead has come, and then you have to convert them and have to sell your shoe to them. But if you are producing, or if you are manufacturing a shoe of like $200 to $300, then there are several big competitors which are renowned throughout the world. You can because that is a luxury segment, okay. And then you need to like focus more on the branding part. Then you need to hire like maybe celebrities, so that they can wear your shoe and can post their pictures on Instagram, or on other social media like Facebook or LinkedIn, or so if your product fall into a normal category where there's not a bigger competition, then I think you should focus more on marketing part or in the lead generation part, and focus more on the conversion part. But if your competition is with like big competitors, then you need to focus more on the branding part. Well, this is a complex thing, and it is just a rough idea to understand, because it also varies on the case to case basis. So I cannot explain you everything within like 10 to 15 minute video. But yeah, this is a basic idea which maybe have help you in understanding that where you have to focus more on branding and where you have to focus more on the marketing part. So I think this is it for today's video. And if you want to know more about such topics, then you can visit our website businessalligators.com. And if you are having any doubt regarding any of the points which I have mentioned in this video, then you can like comment, and I will try to answer all your comments, and maybe I will try to make another video on the topic. And by the way, this video is sponsored by Sirapo Interiors and Exhibition. And bye for now. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.